got to get your take on Bitcoin. Which probably is a whole show, but
that's another, like, we have come up with ideas for so many whole shows here. But Bitcoin, the thing that I find really cool about, so one, Bitcoin is like genuinely like a technological breakthrough, and the idea that like the fully decentralized nature of it is actually kind of a phenomenal accomplishment, in that before Bitcoin, when everyone talks about virtual currencies, really, like these virtual currencies were just like balanced with some online, you have like Facebook balance, or you have, e-gold balance, or you have, all these services, you have paid them money and they give you a gift voucher. And so there was nothing like that special or interesting about it. Like the thing that's phenomenal about Bitcoin is that you hold these Bitcoins, and like, so long as like there are people in the world who trade Bitcoins, you can trade them with them, and no one can stop you trading with them. e-gold can go out of business, or Facebook can go out of business, whereas in Bitcoin, it's not that anyone's going to go out of business. You have these, and you can trade them with people, and there are no intermediaries. And so that is legitimately a very major breakthrough. At the same time, Bitcoin is still pretty early in its history, and so I think there's a lot of questions around, if it ends up being so highly regulated that it's just not that useful, it's no better than credit cards, then I think that might stop its growth a bit. But the thing that's really interesting for me actually about Bitcoin is the access component, where anyone, anywhere can get Bitcoins. And so if you're a site accepting Bitcoins on the web today, you can accept payments from someone in India or in like Germany, even if they don't have a credit card, so long as they have some way of getting Bitcoins. And so Bitcoin starts acting as this like universal connector, where like I get Bitcoins by some means. Maybe I pay my friend cash because he has Bitcoins, or maybe there's like a service in my country, like a financial service that turns it takes my local payment method, takes M-Pesa in Kenya, and gives them Bitcoins in return. And then I pay the service with Bitcoins, and then they in the back end convert it to dollars for their earnings. And so I don't think you'll see the word Bitcoin. If Bitcoin succeeds, I don't think you'll see the word Bitcoin around a lot. It'll just like silently be there, providing value. Like, when you buy, anything, when you buy an iPhone, like foreign exchange was involved there, because there was a Chinese company manufacturing it, and like money had to be converted into other currencies along the supply chain, but you don't think like, a new iPhone, foreign exchange. And so similarly, when you're doing an online payment, even if Bitcoin sits underneath it, I don't think you'll be like thinking about Bitcoin, or I don't think the word Bitcoin will even play there. You might just have it, what if, you were paying for something and like it was silently being converted to Bitcoin and then like converted back on the other end. I think that's in the success case of Bitcoin is like a world where no one really talks about Bitcoin.
Wow, really interesting.